Welcome to your patron-only podcast, Spilling the Tea with Herbal Marie, and I'm your host, Sadie. Hey everybody, how's it going? So I'm in my new place. I'm recording in front of my front bedroom window. I have 3 windows in my ginormous bedroom, and I'm staring at a tree, and then behind the tree, I'm pretty much watching a constant flow of traffic this way, that way, this way, that way. So, I got to deal with the sound quality here, but it's not as bad as it could be. I mean, I could be recording outside on the street in the middle of the road. So yeah, it's more city living, and that's a joke because it's not a city here, but compared to where I was living, it's totally city living. Like I literally am the country mouse that moved into the city. And so far, I'm loving it. Like, I actually don't mind the traffic because and I don't mind the train that literally runs almost in my backyard, because every time I hear it, I say, "You hear that? That's the sound of freedom." So I'm moving on in my life, getting my feet on the ground. And yeah, I've been running. I have a job, like a real job, one that actually pays me, not this. You guys are sweet. Thank you so much for being my patrons. I really appreciate you so much. And but after one weekend of working and getting tips, I made more in that one weekend than I have in the past few years. So anyways, doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing what I love though. Like I don't actually love, other things, but I do love this. Stay positive. Stay positive all the time. So I really do depend on the herbs to help me stay positive, to help me remember that, I am a child of the earth. And even if I put on a uniform and straighten my hair and add some eyeliner and mascara to play the part of the sultry waitress, at the core of me, I'm a little dirt ball that wishes she was laying in the grass. All right, so I do have a patch of grass in the backyard. It's a good, perfect size for me. I was pleasantly surprised to find lemon balm growing all over the place. So lemon balm is the official herb of my new home, welcoming me, keeping me calm, keeping me relaxed, keeping me happy, keeping me remembering that I should make time for lemon balm tea parties, and also, bam, keeping me in that good old antiviral state in my body. So lots of lemon balm tea going to be happening here soon. It is wicked established. That makes this witch happy. Every time I turn a corner of the house, it's growing over here, it's growing over there, it's growing by that tree stump. It's everywhere. So lemon balm is the first herb I have identified. I did bring some containers from the old homestead, chives, a motherwort plant. What else came with me? A little bit of Egyptian mint, some black peppermint. I also grabbed sorrel and lovage. Yeah, that's what I left with. Not much, but that's okay. We start again and we get more containers, and there is a lot of yard, but the crabgrass and all these other plants that, I'll be straight up honest with you, I don't know what the fuck they are. And so we can't go eating stuff we are not sure of. Could be comfrey, but then it could be foxglove. You know what I'm saying? Don't be eating the foxglove, it'll kill you. So, yeah, it's good. I'm doing okay, you guys. The fuckery is not over in my life. I got a lot of court stuff coming up. I got a lot of custody stuff. I got this, just bullshit. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So if I can take a hot minute here and sit down and talk about today with you, drum roll please, herb butter. Yeah, we're going to talk about herb herbed butter. If I can still continue to do that, like, doesn't matter how busy I get or how many hoops I just had to jump through, or how my ex just really just friggin', I can't even begin to tell you. I'll have to catch y'all up on Herb Oracle a little bit, but as much as I can before all the stuff hits the courtroom fan. If I even told you half of it, you'd be like, that rotten SOB. It's just one of those situations. Like, why do people butt heads? Why do people argue? Why do people try to ruin other people? It's just really lame ass shit. So anyways, yeah, the joke is today, despite all of that's been going on, today I'm going to talk about herb butter. Because if you can do that, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine no matter what's shaking in your shoes. So, herb butter, why the heck? Well, I just had my birthday, May 4th. Turned 43. Yes, it's a big one, and it's a good one. It feels good. As I choke on my throat chakra, it feels good to be 43. Absolutely. I mean, I don't look it, so there's that. I feel great. I feel empowered. 4 + 3 = 7. I love the number 7. That's my life path number. And yeah, why not celebrate? So I did. My friend Stacy threw me a little dinner party at her gorgeous, freaking insanely majestic, gorgeous house. So that was fun. And my other friend Sherry, we all pitched. Well, I didn't have to bring anything because it was my birthday, but everybody brought something, And the one thing that my friend Sherry brought was homemade biscuits, which completely rocked, and herbed butter. So I was like, dang, she really outdid herself. And I want to tell you, if I can remember the 3 herbed butters that she brought. And then I have a couple other ideas for you, and then I'll quickly tell you how to make it if you've never made it before. At least get you thinking, because it's something that if you like to eat bread or biscuits or all those things, spice it up, literally flavor it up to the max, health it up, because herbs are healthy. Herbs have medicinal qualities, so it's like let your food be your medicine and your medicine be thy food, all that stuff. Why not have it in your butter? If you had any guilt associated with eating that butter, which you shouldn't, anyways, putting some herbs in it, you're like, oh, see, I'm doing myself a favor. So anyways, so the birthday was awesome, and the birthday butter was so delicious. So she had 3 of them. One was an orange, let me see if I can get this right now, because it's been a few weeks. I believe it was an orange zest basil. I know, right? An orange zest basil was one of them. And then the other one was a lemon parsley. Pretty sure. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Sherry. Assuming she's my patron, which I don't think she is. I mean, you gotta love your friends. They support you, but are they support? No, they're not. But they do throw you parties, so quit complaining. And then my favorite was, now get this, I hope you're writing these down. My favorite was lavender vanilla bean. Yeah, I'll repeat that. Lavender vanilla bean. And I take time to say it all sexified like that because it was that fucking good. It was so good. I just stood there and just ate the butter. So she must have put a little sugar in that one or something. Lavender vanilla bean, and then, I'm pretty sure it was orange zest basil, and then lemon parsley or something. They were all good. But that lavender vanilla bean just came and took the spotlight. And then especially on the sweet biscuit, it was basically dessert with my cream of broccoli soup that she also made from scratch. So I got super spoiled on my birthday. Then if, like, the food wasn't enough, got these great gifts. Everybody was so thoughtful. Now my friend Sherry and her sister Shelly, they lost their mom last year in 2020. And what part of my gift from them was a few items from their mother's home, which I love Victoria, and Victoria loved me. So it's really special that I have some of her stuff now. And the things that she gave me were just so adorable. This cute little teacup that had these little bees on it, and then all these little like little sayings like "be all you can be," or it's so cute. It's like a fancy little teacup. She gave me these fancy little teaspoons that have botanical prints on the handles, and then this old vintage sign with this lady with a tea that says something, "We sell tea here," or something. It's pretty cool. So that's going to go somewhere. It just was real sweet, you guys. Everybody was so sweet to me on my birthday, and I really appreciated that, because my kids didn't give a shit about me. So thank God for friends, So anyways, herb butter. Have you ever made it? All right, so you can pretty much go where the wind takes you. I don't know why. Sometimes I just want to say things like that. You can pretty much just make whatevs you want. So if I have a whole bunch of lemon balm, I mean, what's to stop me from chopping some up and making an herb butter with this? So making an herb butter is a great way to use up your herbs and also help you connect with the flavor of an herb, really get to know it. A lot of herbs are like sure bets. So, if you want to start out with something that, you're like, okay, well, I know that like parsley is probably going to be good, or chives. You could start out with something like that. But I think lemon balm also could be a fantastic way to put a little lemony green in your herbed butter. Other things that would be really good would be marjoram, or the savory, winter savory, summer savory, garlic. If you like that, you could get your garlic in your butter, or something a little bit, hey, what's up, like tarragon. Tarragon would be real good with like fish. You could pair it up with a fish or something. Chervil, if you got that going on, that'd also be another great one. I think I said chives, but it's worth saying again. Chives. All right. So anyways, how could you do this? I mean, if you're thinking of just chopping it up and stirring it in butter, that's pretty much it. Now my friend Sherry from Blueberry Hill Bakery, she likes to roll hers into like tiny little logs and then freeze them. So then anytime during the winter, or they're just ready, the herbed butters are ready to go. So even if she just wants to like serve some on crackers or something like that, it doesn't take long to defrost. If she knows, oh gosh, tomorrow I'm getting company, she just takes one out of her freezer and it's good to go. And then, there you got your herbed butter. Now, if you don't like crackers and bread, you're not out of the loop. You don't, you're like, dang it, I just have to stand there and eat spoonfuls of butter. Well, more power to you. But you could also use it like in your cooking, like I kind of said, like for fish, like, if you like to put a little butter on your fish when it cooks, you could do that. You could take some of this herbed butter and spread it on corn on the cob. Yeah, see, you didn't think of that. That would be awesome. Just a way to take a plain Jane type of meal and just make it cooler. What else? Just, use it in anything you gotta butter up. If you're sauteing up some vegetables or grilling some vegetables, or you overcooked some vegetables, redeem yourself with some herbed butter on that. or even like, plain, if you want to just put on some plain pasta, like buttered noodles, why not have some herbed buttered noodles? So very simple, dimple ways to work in that herb butter into your menu. All right, so here's how you basically do it. If you wanted to try herb butter, chop up your favorite fresh herbs, okay? Maybe like if you just even use like 4 teaspoons total. So you really don't have to make up a massive amount. Now, unless you're giving it as gifts, or, maybe you just want to use like a half a cup of softened butter. I think that's a stick. Yeah. Unless you're buying the big old logs of Amish butter rolls like me. Just do a stick. Soften up a stick of butter, and then to that stick of butter, probably 4 teaspoons of your favorite fresh chopped herbs. So, if you just want to do chives, hey, that's fine. Some other ideas, you could do like little combos. You could do you could do half, maybe your marjoram or something like that, and half thyme. Lemon thyme would be so friggin' good. Yeah, what's up? You could do like 2 parts parsley, 1 part lemon peel, get organic, lemon peel, and maybe 1 part orange peel. So that would be like a nice twist on like a lemon parsley, because you're putting a little bit of orange zest in there too, and it would just be nice. So I don't know how many parts she used for that lavender. The lavender was pretty subtle, but the vanilla bean, yeah, she used a real vanilla bean. Scrape that bean into the butter. It was so good. So anyways, yeah, about 4 teaspoons. Tea break. What are you guys drinking today? Well, it's in the morning here, so I have a really obnoxiously honey sweetened black tea with half and half. I keep wanting to break up with these comfort teas, but I just cannot. All right, so anyways, did you chop your herbs? Chop your herbs, drink your tea. Spilling the tea with Herbal Marie. All right, so you take your half a cup of softened butter and your desired herbs that you've chopped up that will help release a flavor, and you want it to be in the mix of the butter. And you basically just stir it until it's all combined. And then you cover it and chill it, and then, serve it. That's basically all you do. So now you can form the herb butter into, like I said, a log, or you could roll it into balls or even cubes. So I know some people pack it in, like they make it up and then they put it into an ice cube tray or something like that, chill it or freeze it, and then they pop them out, and then they can wrap those up in the little shape. Anyway, I don't know. I've never tried it with like little silicone fancy molds and things like that, but that is, hey, work with your butter, see what you can do. If you do want to freeze it though, it'll last for several months, because you can freeze butter. Absolutely. But yeah, if you want to roll it into a log, you just use wax paper or parchment paper, something like that, and get it into the shape. And then those little teeny logs are pretty nice for slicing. I don't know. I'm trying to think if you could reuse a paper towel tube if you're no good at rolling. But, you just sort of shape it and roll it and, put it in the cooler or the freezer and harden it up. All right. So anyways, what else can we say about herbed butter? It's good. It's really, really good. Yeah, I'm trying to think what other herbs. I mean, you could do a sage. That would be pretty intense, but you could try different things that you had. You got basil, use basil. You got, what else would be really good? I just keep thinking of chives, but why not a mint? You could try anything you want. Now I don't want to like leave out cinnamon, even though like I don't grow cinnamon, obviously, but like, cinnamon and things like that. That also makes a nice breakfast butter. If especially if you want the kids to get more cinnamon into their diet, put the cinnamon in the butter, and then when they spread it over their waffles or pancakes, it's in there. They're gonna get it because you put it in there. Sometimes I don't make all that effort. I just put the butter on, then I sprinkle the cinnamon. But you can't get kids to do that sometime, or if you just want to seem extra fancy, try something like that. So yeah, that's it, man. Herb butter, everything's feeling pretty good in my world. Got lots of lemon balm. What's there to complain about? Well, if I did want to complain, I would just say it's taking me a little extra longer to get in like a good rhythm here, because I moved in and then right away I had to get this house electrically rewired. Like some of the electric from the 1920s was crumbling and unsafe, but this house is such a good house. It's worth fixing up, and I'm so happy to be here. So it's going to take me like 10 years to pay that off, but it needed done so that, we'd be safe here. So yeah, having people work in my space, it's completely not really given me a chance to like get into the mindset of recording podcasts, but I see that like it's there for me now to get back into. So even though like I feel completely out of practice of talking, even though I did just talk successfully for 21 minutes and 57 seconds, I just sort of have to start doing it. So after this, it's Thursday. I'm going to open up Herb Oracle and ask the trees what they want to talk about, because still on the table is our herb of the week, coltsfoot. It's only taken us 14 fucking years to finish that. So if you've been missing Herb Oracle, I'm going to pump one of those out today, and then just kind of see like where I can get my foot back in the door with Herbal Marie. Publicly, there is an option for me now to, offer some of my episodes for more of a membership publicly. I'm not sure how I want to go about doing that, especially now that I see that, here's one thing about getting tips and serving people. I mean, when somebody gives you a $20 tip just because you brought them a meal, like you're like, oh my God, like making money is like so easy. Why aren't people tipping me when I just entertain them for an hour? So my sense of self-worth is sort of like changing a little bit. And so like I might have to make some alterations in the way I do things, because it's been kind of obvious that I've been giving it all away for free, which is part of our earthwork duty in some sense, like, hey, I am here to promote Gaia, help the earth, pimp out the plants, but also, I just want to be able to look back on my creations and be like, yeah, they were good and they were worth it and they were worth $5. So anyways, that's kind of rolling around in my head a little bit, but mostly I'm looking forward to just talking about herbs again. And even if I have to do it in front of a window where there's lots of traffic, there's also lots of trees. And I know in the backyard, there's also lots of lemon balm just waiting to support me. So anyways, on that note, thanks Melissa. And also thanks so much to you too, because you guys have supported me. So please don't, ever feel like I'm pointing fingers at you when I'm talking about monetary things, because there's a few of you that have literally been with me since day one. Well, since I opened up Patreon, day 1 of Patreon. But anyways, you guys are friggin' amazing. I hope that you drink lots of tea today. Make some herbed butter for yourself or for your next party or ladies' night or, Memorial Day. That's coming up. Try it on some corn on the cob. What type of flavor would you like with your corn on the cob? You want to go a little savory with some marjoram? You want to do chives? You want to do garlic? You want to do garlic? Anyways, do something and have fun with the herbs. All right, lots and lots of love from Herbal Marie.